JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. Man fatally shot by police in Manchester. Residents angry. The police fatally shot a man during an alleged confrontation on Lucky Street, Knockpatrick in Manchester on Wednesday. The deceased has been identified as Moses Morgan. Preliminary reports said that the incident happened about 6 p.m. at a house in the community. The police said a gun was seized. However, residents are questioning the actions of the police as they claim the man was not killed in a shootout. Him did asleep, but the police say a shootout. No shootout no go so, said a relative of the victim. A child said to be the man's son, who was reportedly at the house when the incident took place, was whisked away from the scene by the police. Them carry him away. In the job don't want the son to cry. The little boy don't have no mother and his father gone now, said a relative of the victim. Other residents opted not to speak to the media, but also questioned the police's version of the incident. Video footage, reportedly of the aftermath of the incident, shows police carrying the limp body of a man and tossing it into the back of a van before driving away. The relative described the victim, a farmer and higgler by trade, as a hard-working man. Meanwhile, the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, says this fatal shooting by the police has increased the number of these incidents involving the security forces to 140 so far this year, with a senior official there labeling the figures extraordinary high. Assistant Commissioner at INDECOM, Hamish Campbell, said the police claim Moses acted suspiciously before the confrontation. They report that they were on patrol for officers when they saw a man was acting suspiciously go towards the house, which turned out to be his own house. Officers went into the house and reported that there was a struggle inside the house, where this man attempted to grab the rifle of one of the police officers, and in that struggle, the officers shot the man and he was killed, and a gun was recovered from the man in the waist of his trousers, a revolver pistol. Campbell said the police reported to INDECOM in an initial report. Campbell said INDECOM is following through with its protocols in probing the fatal shooting. Mr. Morgan's death is the 140th fatal shooting by the security forces, primarily the JCF this year, so it is an extraordinary high number of fatalities this year, said Campbell. In 2022, the total number of people shot and killed by the security forces was 134. We are now at 140 just for the start of the 6th month of this year. In 2021, it was 107. So you can see, as we have been reporting, a very different approach has been taken this year with over 20 people killed per month. 25 were just killed in May, and we're in June now, and 4 people have been killed, he said. Kingston man charged in major firearm seizure. Police seek second suspect. The police have charged a Kingston man with 25 counts in connection with the seizure of 14 guns and 57 rounds of ammunition found at Deeside Avenue, Kingston 10 last week. Charges 38-year-old Lamar Douglas, otherwise called Joe of Patrick City, Kingston 20. He was charged Wednesday while in police custody. According to reports, personnel assigned to the Firearms and the Narcotics Investigation Division were on operation when 14 guns, 12 magazines, and 57 rounds of ammunition were found. Douglas, who was out on bail in relation to another case, was arrested following the seizure. Douglas has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon, 19 counts, dealing in prohibited weapons, trafficking prohibited weapons, stockpiling prohibited weapons, conspiracy to traffic prohibited weapons, conspiracy to deal in and to stockpile prohibited weapons. The police are seeking the public's assistance to find another suspect, Julian McLeish, who evaded the police during the operation. McLeish is urged to turn himself into the police immediately. Barber charged with murder after a 42-year-old found dead in Castle Mountain. A 36-year-old barber has been charged with murder and multiple farm-related offences following the discovery of a man's body in Castle Mountain, Westmoreland. Chavoy Daly, otherwise known as Tabasco Ricardo, was charged with murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, and used in a farm to commit a felony after police linked him to the shooting death of 42-year-old Paul Martin. According to the Savlamar Criminal Investigation Branch, the incident occurred on Thursday, May 29, 2025, when a relative of Martin became concerned after not seeing or hearing from him since Saturday, May 24. Upon checking his home in Castle Mountain, she entered and made the grim discovery of Martin's lifeless body in bed. The police were called to the scene, where Martin was found lying on his back with a gunshot wound to the head. His body was later removed to the morgue. Following investigations and intelligence gathered, Daly was arrested in connection with the killing. Authorities confirmed that he was formally charged on Wednesday, June 4, based on a witness statement. Daly's court date is currently being finalized. Murder accused Leoda Bradshaw and alleged accomplices remanded until October 8. Leoda Bradshaw and 3 alleged accomplices implicated in the murder of 10-month-old Saraya Paulwell and her mother, Tashona Pattison, have been remanded until October 8 for further plea and case management hearing. When the matter was called up in the Home Circuit Court on Thursday morning, the prosecution disclosed that it has not yet been in a position to fix a trial date. The prosecution explained further that it has not yet completed the uploading of documents, including the settled witness list. The matter was subsequently adjourned to facilitate the uploading of the witness list to be done on or before June 9, 2025. The indictment with charges the prosecution intends to proceed on a trial is also to be settled and uploaded by that date. Bradshaw, a U.S. Navy officer who shares a child with MP Philip Paulwell, is charged along with her cousin Roland Balfour and the alleged triggerman David Smith and B. John Black. The 4 appeared in the Home Circuit Court via video conferencing and were remanded by Justice Vinnie Graham Allen. St. Andrews Central records 47% decline in murders. Police divisions across the country continue to record a decline in murders since the start of the year. The latest update came from the St. Andrews Central Police. Administrative officer in the division, DSP Cheryl Brown, told Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness on Wednesday that murders are down 47% in St. Andrews Central.
DSP, tell me, how are things in this area? Where is this area actually? What's division is?
This division is St. Andrews Central Division, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is Hagley Park.
This is Hagley Park, sir, and just to let you know that we are boasting that we are down with all major crimes in this particular division. In fact, last year, this time, we had 30 murders, and this time in this division, we have 16 murders. So we are down by murder 47%, and we are keeping things, hoping that we can maintain that, and we will, sir.
But there are some kind of tough neighborhoods in this region.
It is, but we're resolute, and leadership is what is important, and we have the tenacity and the commitment and the drive to see it through, sir.
Most of the murders will be gang related, I suspect.
Yes, sir, and we have our persons on the ground, and we are dealing with the intelligence arm is extremely strong, and we will be dealing with that, sir.
Yeah, gangs are the real problems in these areas, but I suspect as well that you are doing quite a bit in terms of engaging the youngsters, because young people actually are recruited into gangs, so they have pathways in front of them. Some could go to Heart and get training, some could continue in schooling, some could get work, some unfortunately stay at home and don't do anything, and then there are those who get involved in sports and community activities. But there is this very small percentage who find the criminal underworld attractive or are attracted to it. People give them gifts and the latest clothes and then inveigle them into doing criminal activity. What are we doing from a police standpoint?
It is really a challenge for us, but we have a strong community safety and security branch where we engage our young people. We also partnership with private sector and JSAFE, where we have this social mentoring program, and we do that from the St. Andrews Central Division. We go into the schools and we target the youngsters in the varying community. We offer them a solution in terms of we don't have the resources in terms of financial resources, but that's not our role. But we partner with the different agencies, and we are seeing some success there. It is not where we wanted to, but with continuing progress, we will be.
But what I'm happy for is that we're pursuing a multi-pronged strategy, and I'm happy that the police has embraced both the kind of kinetic operations, but they are also pursuing the kind of more human development and support
customer
strategy.
focus.
Yes,
customer focus.
because it's both a carrot and a stick, and you want to dangle more carrots than you're using sticks. Look, keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir. Will do. Thank you, sir.
Emergency systems ready for hurricane season, says Mackenzie. The government is assuring that emergency systems, including housing, are being prepared to withstand the intensity of weather events during the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. Local Government Minister Desmond Mackenzie says the government has noted the lessons from the destruction caused by Hurricane Beryl in July 2024 and intends to apply them this hurricane season. he is cautioning the public to be on guard over the next 6 months.
I want to use the opportunity this morning, as I did last Wednesday in Parliament, to urge Jamaicans not to turn their backs on the various advices that will come. We saw the effects of Berry last year, and it was because we were proactive last year, we were able to come back in a way that a lot of people didn't expect us to. It was because of that collective response from all of us as Jamaicans. So as we prepare for this hurricane season, over some 900 shelters have been inspected and is ready. The Ministry of Labour has enough supplies, and following this portion of the meeting, we will meet in the business session of the council to go into details. But I want to give the country the assurance that the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management is fully equipped, financially and otherwise, as we go into what is anticipated to be a very active hurricane season.
The local government minister was speaking at Wednesday morning's meeting of the National Disaster Risk Management Council. Prime Minister Andrew Holness sends message to deportees.
Jamaica is your homeland. You are not homeless or stateless. What we are trying to build here is a place where every Jamaican can feel proud and comfortable to come back home. That's what we want to build here, your homeland. And if you're finding it difficult where you are, come back here. Ackee and saltfish was always good. It's on the tree, you can get it. Don't stay there and suffer. Come back home. But as I said before, don't come back here to destroy your homeland and what we have been working very hard to create so that you wouldn't have had to leave in the first place. And as I said, we have been making strides in that regard. So expect to be dealt with a firm hand if your intent is criminal. Come back and let us build your homeland so that you can stand up with pride with the citizens of the world about your country. That you don't have to be economic refugees. That's what it is about. Disabuse yourself of this notion that you can only make it through crime and therefore you're going to join a gang and become a part of the problem. I appeal to all of you who have been exposed overseas and see what prosperity is like. Come back home. Let us work together to build the prosperous nation that Jamaica is destined to be.
JBNN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.